just want to show you this. I've got to keep going up this way now. There is a faint path on the ground, but it's not at chest height, and it's been like this for a while. So if you are coming up this way, bring a machete. Hello, right, the route I am about to show you on here is I was heading up to Bhathaich Ard here, and then heading up through this ridge and heading down through that path back to Inchmore down here. So as you can see, and this is an example of you can't always trust a map. So I'm from Inchmore, starting along the river, up through the power station, and then up, and the path splits. So you've got the low path there, which on the map doesn't lead to anywhere, and then you've got this path along here, and then my route took me up through here. Problem is, as you can see, is that path there was mentally overgrown. It's there on the map, it's there on the 1 to 25,000 map, but it's not there in reality. This is a much more pronounced path, and had I been on with that knowledge, I'd have gone up there, followed that round to there, and then come up. I ended up getting as far as here and then ending up turning back. I was an hour and a half behind schedule, twisted my ankle, and basically I was done before heading up there. So as you can see, it's always wise to check, have alternatives. But I'll just bring you in a bit closer now so you can see that this path here, that's the one that caused me all the problems. And as you can see, it was quite mad indeed. I will roll the tape. So I'm in Glen, Strathfarrar. I am looking to do Bhathaich Ard today. So it's just after 10, so I'm aiming to be back here about 4 o'clock. That's the hills up there in the distance where I'm going. As usual, I have got Annie champing at the bit to get out the car. So what I'm going to do is I'll get my boots on, get my pack on, and get going, and I'll see you at the next checkpoint. Right, so I'm crossing, that's the River Farrar, and that's just a small tributary of it there. And as you can see, down there, and that runs into the River Bewley, etc. So at the moment the first 2 miles are just road slog. So yes. Right, so that's me. You get to the power station and you keep right along the track, and then you're following the track up through these birch woods towards Beinn. Annie there. Rather pleasant. So I'm just going to head up here. So, first wee error of the day. I went blasting on, following the track up there, probably for about 1/4 of a mile, before I realised it didn't look right and everything else. What I should have done was come up this track and around. So, fortunately not too bad. It's only, you know, it's not too far out my way, but always look every single track intersection, because you might end up thinking you're blathering around on the right road, and all of a sudden you're not. Now, think I'm that one. I'm going to check the map and I will bring you back when I can tell you where I am, but I think that's it there. It would appear that that is the track, so it's not very easy to spot. I've got the hills opening up all around me there, and I've got to go on and follow this over this way now. So it was the wrong track. Right, have we hit a problem? I don't know yet. So I've gone up that path there. Now the route guidance and the route map say there's a path off to the left through there which will bring you out somewhere. I can't see that. It may be on the maps, but it ain't on the ground. So I'm gonna, fortunately I have GPS and everything like that, and I know where I am, and I know if I think I don't, I'll know to turn back and where to turn back. But at the moment, it seems that I'm just stuck following this, rather than trying to retrace my steps through there and somehow find the pass and actually get myself off and lost. So I will have another check on the maps just now and see what's going on, because there's definitely not a path cutting over that way. Just to add to that, there's Bhathaich Ard, so that's where I'm actually heading for at the moment. So there has to be a way through that way. I'm gonna, because this is gonna take me right in the wrong bloody direction here. Right, let me head for those trees just there. I think that's crossable. Right, so I've clambered through all of that down there, and I'm at this path here which I've picked up. So God knows where I was supposed to hit it up there. So if you are doing the route, be really careful. It will be useful having this GPS or Viewranger navigated so that you can see when you're coming up that little track, look for the point where the path splits, because it just wasn't there. So I've bashed on through and I'm here now. According to that, I've got to follow this path through here. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be great. Yeah, this is just going to be amazing, I think. Right, so I'm going to have pay close attention now and see where I'm going. Just want to show you this. I've got to keep going up this way now. There is a faint path on the ground, but it's not at chest height, and it's been like this for a while. So if you are coming up this way, bring a machete. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let me head up to those copse of trees there and then take another bearing on where I'm going. Hopefully that's all of that shit behind me. That was a nightmare. If I knew it was going to be that bad, I don't think I'd have done this one. It's taken me so long just to march through a short section of heather, and now I think I'm heading up through there, but I'm going to obviously check the map and see, but I'm definitely at the right waypoint now. But the view's actually pretty good though. Right, I'm going to crack on. Because, just thought I'd show you this. See that there? I have found the path. Supposed to pick it up down there, but I couldn't. Fuck, right. Now I've got this, I think I'm going to be able to just stuck it through to the second checkpoint. Right. I think I'm back on track again. So I'm across beneath Beinn just here, and just this opportunity to fill up with water. Now I've got to track my way through this piece of crap to get to the next point. I'm actually enjoying this, even though it is an absolute nightmare in terms of path. So I'll see. I think I'm heading up there. Right, so a quick tip if you're following this way, when you get to the road, follow it up. You'll get to hear a damn sight quicker and with a damn sight less swearies. So I've apparently got to go up there now. Okay. Right, so now I'm on it. Hopefully this will be a lot easier now. I've just got to follow this up along the slopes and then up across those there. So this is actually now going to be the easy bit. There's only there. Compared with what I've just been through, that was an absolute bloody nightmare. It's just, the paths just vanish and then you're just trying to bash through ferns and heather. There may be, if you carry on that path that I first took wrong, it might connect with a track coming up the top that I crossed over earlier. Note the words mate, but obviously I didn't know that the track was there and it's not on the map. So my destination is up there onto the shoulder for now, so I'm going to bash on. And there's my destination. I've just stopped for a bite of lunch. I've worked out that all that fucking about through the bracken cost me about an hour. So I'll just give you my view while I'm eating. It's about an hour behind where I want to be, but I should be alright. I will be alright. Because it's just up this bit now. And it's relatively straightforward now. I'm up here. So right, well, as you can probably tell with the fact that I've got no wonderful summit shots or anything like that, I have decided to come back down, follow the path down, so hit the track and follow the track down. I have found that there is an easier route back. It just took a whole hour longer and very heavy underfoot to make that part, and I got to a point, and even the trail route, it has you going up to the 600 metre mark, and then it has you going, God knows, dropping right back down and round again, when there is a path apparently that takes you round without having to do that up and down. So it's a bonkers route. I wouldn't recommend following it. So if you're going to do this, I'd say look at the Highlands route, which is probably a bit more up to date. It contains an easier way of getting around from Struy, which I'm going to look at and probably come back to again. But for now, Annie and I are going to sign out, and I'll get back to the car and I will reassess. I'll certainly come back here because I hate unfinished business, but it is a bit of a bastard route. So trail, your route sucks. It needs binning, it needs canning, it's impassable in places.